Hey guys, welcome back to the All That Jazz podcast. I'm your host Jazz, and every episode we bring you something fun, fresh, and filled with information. Whether you're here for inspiration, entertainment, or just to see me, I've got you covered. Today's guest is Pam, and she'll be discussing astrology and how it can help guide you through life. So let's dive right in. Lights, camera, and all that jazz. So, Pam, welcome to the All That Jazz podcast. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm really good. So, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about astrology and what you do.
Okay, so my name's Pam, and I use science, energy, and astrology to help you guide and just get through life.
Yeah.
I think I've got a very different approach to a lot of other people that might talk about astrology, because I think people get hooked on astrology and that kind of attitude.
Yeah.
Whereas with me, I introduce it in such a way that you can actually go about it from a science point of view, an energy point of view, and then when you put the two together, astrology actually makes sense.
Perfect. So, our first topic, let's get into it, Lords of the Zodiac.
Okay, so we all have a zodiac sign, okay? Yeah. And each zodiac sign has a lord. So a lot of lords have either one or two zodiac signs. So the first one is you've got Aries and Scorpio. Their lord is Mars. So if you are an Aries or a Scorpio, I'm a Scorpio,
Nice.
right? So you are very aggressive in what you would do. So I used to have a temper problem. I don't.
I know a couple of Aries that have got that problem.
Yeah. So Aries and Scorpios tend to have a temper problem.
Yeah.
If they don't sort that out, it can get really out of hand.
Yeah.
Aries and Scorpios tend to be very aggressive in what they want to do. So say, for example, if you've got a task and you want it done quickly, if you've got an Aries or Scorpio, then they will make it happen. Everybody else would be like, what's the rush? Why do you need to keep doing it the way you're doing it?
Yeah.
But Aries and Scorpio have got this rush inside them. They can't help it.
Yeah.
The biggest advice I can give anybody that is an Aries and Scorpio, you need to go gym. Okay. You need to vent that energy out.
Okay.
So rather than venting it out on people,
Yeah.
go to the gym, make that six-pack that you want.
Yeah.
Rather than taking your anger out.
Yeah.
And it does work. Just it really does work.
Nice.
Then you've got Taurus and Libra.
Yeah.
These signs are governed by Venus. Taurus and Libra people are very luxury orientated. So they like to do self-care. They like designer wear. They like perfumes. They like makeup. Does that sound like you?
No, but my best friend's a Libra. My mom's a Taurus.
Oh, okay,
so,
fine.
Yeah.
So they are very much luxury orientated.
Yeah.
They just love the designer bags and they just love to feel and look good.
Yeah.
So then you've got Gemini and Virgo.
Yeah.
Their lord is Mercury. Mercury loves to talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you've got any friends out there and you're like, you know what, you don't shut up, it's because they are governed by Mercury.
Yeah.
Mercury people are very intelligent as well. So they like to they like to make money as well. So whether it's they like to make money while they're talking. So a lot of podcasters are Mercury orientated.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They like to maybe go out and talk at big events.
Yeah.
They like to share stuff. Those are Mercury people. You then have Cancer. Cancer people are very emotional. So in Indian astrology, we connect the moon to Cancer.
Okay.
So they are very emotional people. They're very close to their mom. And if they haven't got a good relationship with their mom for whatever reason, they tend to be lost. They're thinking, they start blaming people.
Yeah.
But realistically, the root of the problem is you've not had a good relationship with your mom.
So it's so insightful. Yeah.
Okay. Then you've got Leo. Leos.
That's me.
Yeah. So Leos are very dominant nature.
Yeah.
They are governed by the sun. If you annoy a Leo, they will tell you about it.
Yeah.
They don't hold back. The only problem with Leos is they can get very fickle-minded. So somebody else is telling you, you've just done this and you've already made up your mind to say, no, I haven't.
Yeah.
It's not me, it's you. You're the problem.
You are the problem.
Yeah, you're
That's
the problem.
actually me, yeah.
I do come across a lot of Leos. I say to them, rein it in.
Yeah.
Because you're going to end up with no friends. And
My mom says the same thing.
Yeah.
She's like, really, have you upset another friend?
Yeah.
I'm like, oopsie, sorry. It's
With
the lion in
Leos,
me.
they are very much my way or the highway.
I've actually used that phrase.
Yeah.
I use that phrase in the house.
And it's not a good trait to have.
Yeah, it's
so
really
you
not.
should lead because you are a leadership kind of personality.
Yeah.
But at the same time, be mindful of how you're doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you've got Sagittarius and Pisces. These people love to share wisdom. Right. So if you've got a Sagittarius Pisces in your life,
Yeah.
they love to share wisdom. They tend to, they're governed by Jupiter. Jupiter is a planet of wisdom.
Yeah.
So these people, if they've eaten something, they're going to share with you the following morning. Guess what? We made this. It was brilliant. Do you want the recipe? You've not even asked for the recipe, and they're going to give you that recipe.
I love that. Yeah.
They love to share wisdom. They just love to kind of just read. If they've read a book, they're going to tell you about it.
Yeah.
If they've watched a film, it's all about wisdom for these people.
Yeah.
Never disrespect a Sagittarius or Pisces, because what you've done is indirectly insulted a mentor or indirectly insulted somebody who was teaching you something.
Yeah.
You don't get people like that. And then you've got Capricorn and Aquarius. These people are governed by Saturn. These are the people that would make it in life. They are minted. However, you've got to be disciplined. I found when I've done birth charts, and if you are of these, if you're not disciplined, you are in debt. You are constantly getting fines. You are constantly knocking your car. You don't like charity work, which is the opposite of what Saturn is telling you to do. Saturn is saying, help the masses.
Yeah.
Saturn is saying, don't judge. Saturn is saying, treat everybody the same. So that is all your 12 signs and their lords and what you should be doing.
Okay, so sun, moon, and rising. Now we hear this all the time. What is your sun, moon, and rising sign?
Okay, so you know how you've said that you're a Leo?
Yeah.
You've gone by the sun sign.
Yeah.
Right? Now I've seen your birth chart. And the reason I was saying, does it sound familiar? You're actually a Taurus in Indian astrology.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So when you were born,
wherever
wherever the sun was sitting, that has become your sun sign. Hence why you're saying you're a Leo.
Yeah.
Moon sign is wherever the moon was sitting.
Okay.
So when we have a birth chart, we have 12 houses and each house will mean something, which we'll go through shortly.
Yeah.
Wherever the moon was sitting, that is your moon sign.
Okay.
So you are the most emotional in that house. And I'll tell you yours when I do yours.
Yeah.
And that is then your moon sign.
Yeah.
That's how that works. The other question you said in the rising, whichever house, whatever planet was sitting, and in whatever zodiac sign, it'll either be rising or it'll be making it worse.
Yeah.
That's a very, very deep, complicated thing. And that's why people don't get it.
Yeah.
But you'd have to look at somebody's birth chart and say, so for example, for you, I could say, okay, your Mercury is sitting in this house. It's actually sitting in this zodiac sign.
Yeah.
That's a different interpretation to say if the same two were sitting in a different house in a different zodiac sign.
Yeah.
So it does get very complicated.
And then astrology and personal growth. I think this is where the main focus comes in, because I really want the community to understand astrology, because I love it. It's not just, like I've said, like with tarot and sort of like all these kind of things. It's not like, we're not in a cult. We're not like deviating away from our faiths or anything. We're just understanding us as zodiacs and us as people. So what would you say astrology and personal growth, like, just talk us through it.
Okay. So before I get into that, I'm going to talk about the birth chart.
Of course.
Okay. So anybody can download their birth chart. You don't need me, and you don't need, like some people tend to go to temples and say, can you do that? You don't need to do that.
Yeah.
What you do need to do is you go online and you can download your own birth chart. So when you told me your details, I have an app.
Yeah.
I've put your details in. I've downloaded your birth chart.
Okay.
Your birth chart then has 12 different houses. Okay. So I'll go through each house now.
Of course.
So going anti-clockwise, this is how the houses would go. Yeah. You've got you've got your first house. So first house is you, your physique, your personality. Okay, so when people say to me, I've seen somebody's birth chart and they say, yeah, I'm really strong-minded, I can lead. I look at their birth chart and I'm like, no, you can't.
Oh my goodness.
Because you've just said that.
Yeah.
But your root is saying you can't.
You can't, yeah.
So first house tells me about you. and your personality, your physique. Second house is all about your money. Second house is your eating habits. Second house is your family and upbringing.
Yeah.
Third house is your hard work. It's your siblings. I find a lot of people struggle with their siblings, and the planet there is telling me that they are struggling with them.
Yeah.
Fourth house is your mom. Fourth house is your luxury. Fourth house is your cars. Fourth house is your houses. So a lot of people whose birth chart I have seen, they tend to have a strong planet sitting there. And then I'll say, have you got loads of properties? And they're like, yeah, we have.
Yeah.
How did you know that? And it's because the planet that is sitting there is telling me. Sometimes I see a bad planet there and I'll say, oh, you've not got a good relationship with your mom. And they're shocked and they're like,
how did you know that? Yeah.
So it's because of that planet. Fifth house is a gorgeous house because fifth house is your happiness. Fifth house is your children. Fifth house is your education up to about high school. Sixth house is an important house because sixth house tells you about your court cases. Sixth house tells you about your diseases. Sixth house also tells you about your job as well. A lot of people struggle there. The biggest remedy I tell everybody there is go and do some form of charity work. So whether you're doing it at a temple, you're doing it at a food bank, there are so many opportunities out there. Go do charity work. It calms sixth house down. Because what you're saying is, regardless, I know this is going to happen to me, but I'm already willing to give. Seventh house, I call it the headache house because it's your spouse house. Okay, so seventh house is your spouse house. Yeah, and it is anything to do with business partnerships. So often I find that if there is a wrong planet sitting there, you have arguments with your spouse. You can't do business with anybody, and if you do, it's not going to work.
Oh my goodness.
So seventh house is anything to do with partnership, whether it's your spouse or your business. For me, I can't do business with anybody. I'd have to be my own director, which I am. So I own my own, companies. But that just makes me a little bit more humble to say that's fine, but I can always offer work to other people. And that works for me. I think for me, I'd need somebody on my level. I'm yet to find somebody on that level.
Preach. My house is going to be bare.
So I need somebody who's got that aggressiveness in them. And I think that's just because I'm a Scorpio. So if you're an Aries or a Scorpio and you're watching this podcast,
hit Pam up.
You can link me up, DM me, because I know that intuition power, that aggressiveness, you're gonna make it happen. And from my experience, only one Scorpio can relate to another Scorpio, and they get it. Like often I'm looking at people and say, what a dumb thing to say.
I love that.
But it's not because I'm just being very arrogant about it. I'm just like, what was your thought process behind saying that? Like, what was you going to achieve by saying that? So I think, so that's seventh house. Eighth house is sudden gain, sudden loss. You'll often find people that have gone viral online and then nothing happens. Where have they gone? It's because that time period had come for them to go viral and then
it just went.
And they've gone. Eighth house is occult. Eighth house is deep research, right? So I started doing astrology when my window opened. And now I can't stop. I've just carried on going deeper and deeper into it. I love it. But it's because I've just listened to my birth chart and it's working. Ninth house is your gurus. Ninth house is your family traditions. Ninth house is your dad. Is your teachers. Now, my window's opened for that now. And I have reconnected with my father after 30 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
After 30 years. And things have gone really well for me. But I had to see that in my birth chart to then do that. The window's opened. It's open for 6 years. It could have been 2-3 years down the line. But because I've recognised it, I've done it. 10th house is your work. How, the kind of the careers that you get into. 11th house is your desires, your family and friends. And 12th house is your meditation, is hospital, is jail, and is going abroad. So those are all your houses.
That's amazing.
So going back to your original question, how do I help people? So if I said to you, I've looked at your birth chart, what are the top 3 questions you would want to know? Generally, just generally.
I think for me, it would be my career.
Okay, fine.
100%. I want to see where my life's going.
Okay.
Relationships, of course, because I always have wanted to get married, settle down. And I think sort of not change, but where I need to change. So
Okay.
what can I change? Like you said, Leah's really need to chill out, and I really do need to chill out.
Yeah.
But just what can I change
Yeah,
to make
fine.
to really tap into my like biggest potential?
Yeah.
Those would be the three things.
Absolutely. And I get those questions. So I will then answer that when I look at your birth chart.
Yeah.
Just so that you've had a chance to process it. Yeah. But like a lot of my clients will say what you've just said as well. Where are we going wrong?
Yeah.
We are working so hard, but still nothing's happening.
Yeah.
What is going on? The top question I get is, where's my money?
Yeah.
Where's my money?
I was just going to say that as well.
So what do I need to do? So for me, when I looked at my own birth chart, my money is sitting abroad and is sitting with people of different faiths, even in different countries, somehow where my voice is going to them. And then I got into podcasts. So all of a sudden, the window opened and I've done it. So I'm following what I was born to do.
Yeah.
The other thing when money's sitting is in astrology.
Oh, wow.
So the more I help people, the more I kind of guide them, I am getting served. So I use my own birth chart to think, okay, you need to get your voice out there. So podcasts came. Yeah. Then, we connected. Yeah. And everything in life is a journey. I've always said this. It's a process. Definitely. It's not a destination. It's a journey. You could have... you could have a shit 20 years and then all of a sudden, boom, you've made it. Yeah. But the point is, don't stop trying. Yeah. The other thing I get is just illnesses. Pam, this is happening. People have come to me and said, doctors have said, nothing's wrong. So I look at the birth chart and say, this is wrong. Yeah. And they're like, how did you know that? Yeah. So I use birth charts to then identify. So where science has stopped, I think my energies and astrology kick in. Picks up. Yeah. And 100%. I say this to everybody, don't go and have a birth chart reading from me, because if you're okay, why do you need to know? Yeah. But if you are lost and you've done the science and you've gone to different people and you've had counselling done, why is it not working? So then they come to me. Yeah. Fertility is a huge issue out there. Yeah. And and I say this openly and from the bottom of my heart, I get it, because for every woman out there that does want a child, it's very, very important for them to have that child. 100%, and I get that. So I do hit in, because I have 3 of my own children, 12, 10 and 4, and I still remember even having that anxiety leading up to it. Am I going to get pregnant? Is the baby going to be okay? Is the birth going to be okay? And when you are going through that process, anxiety hits at different levels. Yeah. And I think people need to be very mindful of that. 100%, yeah. But then going back, some people aren't even getting pregnant. Ladies aren't getting pregnant. Doctors have said there's nothing wrong. Yeah. You're fine and he's fine. Yeah. So where's the problem? Yeah. So that's when I then start looking deeper into their birth chart and the energy in their house. Yeah. Because indirectly, we don't realise clutter is a big drainer. 100%. In your energy. Yeah. So first thing, and I said this on my last podcast as well, regardless, declutter your house. Where we sleep is a huge impact. If you are sleeping on a bed and the mattress is super old and you're like, don't worry, I'll replace it. Science says 8 years your mattress is okay, but you are not sleeping. Get rid of that mattress. Chances are the energy is not good. Yeah. I often find people will buy beds and they've got storage underneath, which is great. Nothing wrong with that. But if you are just dumping your stuff underneath, you are sleeping on that bed. Those clothes are saying, wow, we've just been dumped here. They didn't fold us. They haven't organised us. We've now been forgotten. Yeah. Everything in life has got energy. So declutter that. Clothes is a big thing. Look after your clothes. Get rid of anything that is ripped. People often will keep ripped T-shirts just because when they're going to paint the house, they'll wear it then.
Oh my God, that's exactly what I do. I have so many old T-shirts.
Yeah. And that's fine. Yeah. Keep one. Why do you need 10? Why do you need a collection? It's not a fashion show when you're going to be painting. Yeah. When we're cleaning, people tend to wake up in the morning, and I found this often with ladies. They get up, they'll brush their teeth, they're still in their pajamas and they start cleaning.
Yeah, my mom always says, when you come downstairs, you shouldn't be in your pajamas. You need to change your clothes.
You need to change your clothes because that energy
Yeah.
is then being transformed to everything you are touching.
Yeah, I never used to believe her
Yeah.
until I started doing it, because I was like, it's a Sunday, I'm just at home. But when I started getting dressed and coming down, it was like I was renewed. I had a new energy and I was like, I'm ready for the day. But when I'd be in my pajamas, I'm like, oh, I'll just laze around. And I never believed her until I really started looking into it. And I was like, it's a big difference. Yeah.
It's a huge difference because energy is being transformed. And like attracts like. So if you've not had a good night's sleep, I'm just saying, you've not had a good night's sleep, you've come downstairs in those same pajamas, that draining energy is in your clothes. You know how you've just said you're then not going to want to do anything.
Yeah.
Now you're going to say, I didn't have a good night's sleep.
That's why I'm like
That's
this.
why I'm like this. But I'm telling you, regardless, unless you've got a newborn, that's not a good night's sleep. And you know what? This makes me laugh when people that don't have children or newborns say they're tired. And I'm like,
that's me, I'm guilty.
You have no idea what being tired means.
Yeah.
So if you then had just had a shower, for argument's sake, and got into, say, joggers or loungewear, guarantee you'll feel 10 times better.
Yeah.
And water kills all negative energy, everything. So I say to all my clients, every morning you should be having a shower. I'm not saying my clients are dirty. I'm just saying, you should be showering. Now, because I am in astrology, I shower twice a day because I do birth chart readings.
Yeah.
That energy is coming in me.
Yeah.
And I don't want that kind of vibe.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, when I do read birth charts and I've had that energy, it has affected me because it would, but then I need to have a shower because I need to kind of get rid. Yeah. So energy is a big thing in your house, more so than how whatever I get seen in your birth chart. Because according to me, I should be a millionaire by now. So why am I not a millionaire? What's going on? Yeah. And it is. So then I started doing stuff in my house.
Yeah.
And decluttering was the first thing I did. It worked. Yeah. Then I started looking at different colours and what should be where. That's worked as well. So I think the home is a big thing.
It really is. We've started doing that. I read somewhere that you shouldn't have shoes in front of your door.
Correct.
And we have a massive shoe rack with all of our shoes in our porch. And it was literally like facing us. And I was like, something's not right. I said to my dad, I was like, we've got to move it. And then I think it's set into everyone. Everyone was like, okay, we're going to move it. And now we've moved it. And I was like, let's see how it goes. We've moved it now. And my dad's very into like feng shui and all of this stuff, like cover the mirrors that face your bed. Apparently they cause arguments between couples. So every day my mum's like, let's just cover this one over. And I've started moving my mirror away. Like I have a movable one. Yeah. I move it facing away from my bed. And just these little practices, I completely agree. Yeah. And showering is such a big thing because before I do something really, really big, I'll get in the shower and I literally visualize the water washing off my problems. And it works. Honestly, it's all in the mind. It really does work. Like when you're in that mindset and you really do believe that the water's going to wash all of that off. And I feel like it's not even in the mind, actually. It really does. Like I've tried it before. I've looked up at the shower and I'm like, close my eyes and let it wash. And suddenly there's nothing wrong. And I'm like, everything's great. So
there's a few things you said there. Yeah. So with regards to the shoes. So when we walk into our house, right? Yeah. Whatever energy is presented within the first 3 seconds is what's going to hit you. So you've got shoes. Now, shoes are seen as the dirtiest part of our outfit because they've gone to different, we've got walked on the road. The floor, and, it's not hygienic. And in my house, you don't come onto the carpet with shoes on because of that. So now let's go back to the shoes in the in your porch, you're saying, right? Yeah. So you've walked in and you've hit shoes. So that all that energy's hit that person. So that would have caused delays in your house. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Every time you try to do something, delay would have happened. Yeah. Every time you've walked out, am I right?
Yeah, okay, 100%.
So that's going to cause delays. Yeah. Secondly, if any of those shoes were ripped or dirty or just looked really, really shabby.
Pretty much all of them.
Okay, fine. So that's going to delay.
They're all dirty.
So do you know that delay that I've just talked about? It's going to delay 10 times more.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Okay. So that's first thing. Secondly, when you walk into somebody's house, you should be either granted with some kind of nice scent, right? So I often say to people, clients, you should have either maybe some flowers or some plants.
Yeah.
Only if it's a north or east entrance, though. You wouldn't have greenery, and I'll come to that.
Yeah.
So if you've got that, it just lifts up the mood, right?
Yeah.
So the entrance is a big thing. So every Thursday I say to all my clients, mop your entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, because Thursday is the day of wisdom, and you want to encourage wisdom through your door. Now, if I told you to do that, it wouldn't have worked because your wisdom is hitting shoes first.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I do get a lot of clients say, where are we supposed to put our shoes then? We haven't got the space. So then I say, that's fine. But then what you could do is get a shoe rack that's got like a shelving, but you can't see the shoes.
Yeah, it's
so
closed.
There's ways around it. It's closed.
Yeah.
Get rid of your shabby looking shoes. Yeah. That's number one. Yeah. Nobody needs to see them.
No one needs to see
we
those.
don't care.
Yeah.
What size anybody is in that house. We don't care, right? So get rid of the shoes.
Yeah.
Mop it, have an airy feel.
Yeah. We've started doing that now. Yeah.
So you've walked in, you've not hit no shoes. It just puts you in a good mood as you're walking in and out of the house.
Yeah.
Going back to the water thing you've just said. The reason, so in Indian astrology, water is associated to the moon. Moon is your mom. Mom is emotion.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why mums will always have a special place in one's heart. More than dads, really sorry dads, right? Just because we have got 9 months on the guys, I'm sorry. Yeah, because we've carried that child for 9 months. Yeah. So that's why a lot of mums do get very emotional when it comes to their children, because it brings back all those feelings, that first kick, the birth could be traumatic. Yeah. So it brings back all of that. So yes, a lot of mothers are a lot more emotional when it comes to the dads because we do have that. Now, like I said, moon, emotion, water. And you've just said, as soon as I have that shower, that emotion goes. And that's why. So I encourage all my clients, especially the ones that are very emotional, drink water. Drink water. That will help you calm. And I've done one step more now. So moon is also associated to silver. So I say to everybody, wear something silver.
Yes,
so I've got my silver. Yeah, got on.
I need to get a proper silver one. I had a silver one on I had a silver anklet, real silver, because I'd heard that it calms you down.
So silver anklet, I know you would have had on because you're a Taurus. That's governed by Venus. Venus says wear silver anklet. Yeah. So you've indirectly done something and you thought you was a Leo.
I thought it was a Leo because they say that Leos are very, a bit aggressive. And at that time I was feeling a bit like I was going through a lot. So I was feeling very aggressive and angry. So I was like, one of my sister-in-law said to me, she was like, wear a silver anklet on your left. It should, calm you down. I wore it. And then after a while, one day it just snapped. Like it just blew up basically off my leg. And I was like, I think the energy's got way too much. Yes, and after that, I've not worn it again, but I need to. I did feel extremely calm when I was wearing it. And silver, I just think it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's
silver's
so nice.
But if you just think of silver is like your mom.
Yeah.
Right? An ideal mom will always protect you, will always look after you, will always be with you like a mother. Yeah. Yeah. And I find since obviously I've always had my silver got on, but it does help me. Yeah. And I could come to your house and say if the kids there, that's it, you'll be like, oh my God, she's just, but kids warm up to me. Yeah. I've noticed that.
Oh, me too. I've noticed that. Yeah.
Kids warm up to me.
Love kids.
And everywhere I go, all of a sudden everyone's telling me their life story and I've just met them.
Yeah.
So, and I more so since I've done astrology, I don't know, maybe it's just the energy that I'm carrying, and
could be.
I'm very much open for you to talk to me without even realising. I'll tell you a remedy or two.
Yeah, just welcoming. I think. Welcoming. Yeah, welcoming presence.
Yeah. So silver is associated to emotion, is associated to the moon. So then I've actually bought a silver cup now.
Okay, yeah.
So you can buy a cup that is made of silver. Yeah. They're not cheap. But then I drink water out of that now every morning. Okay. And that helps you calm. So anybody that's listening to this podcast and they are struggling emotionally, they could be getting emotional. Different people get emotion at different times of their life. Yeah. If when you're younger, it could be exams, then relationships, then marriage, then kids, then job. The older you get, ladies go through menopause. There's so much happening in a lot of different people's lives.
Yeah, 100%.
Drinking water out of a silver glass will really, really help you.
That's amazing. Yeah, definitely. And what do you think, astrology wise, what would you recommend people to do to sort of build that self growth, and what's the first step that people can take?
First step everybody has to do is heal. right? And I know,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, and I don't even mean
Say it
this.
louder for the people in the back.
You know, I don't even think it's 90% of the population, 105% of the population.
Yeah, there's
you need
always
to heal.
something we can heal
You
from.
have to heal.
Yeah.
I said this on my previous podcast as well, and I'm going to go into a little bit more detail. Being of South Asian origin, you know, we need to understand that we have been taught wrong things. From a very, very young age, we have been taught the wrong things.
Yeah.
And it's not our parents' fault. They did what they thought was right.
Yeah.
Nobody educated them. Just like their parents,
Yeah.
nobody educated them.
100%.
And I get that. I accept that. Let's stop this blaming game.
Yeah.
My mum was like this and my dad treated me different to my siblings and he always got special treatment and she was so lucky because she had mum and dad support and they got into a good circle of friends and they got a better education. Stop.
Yeah.
Just stop. Breathe.
Yeah.
Have some water.
Yeah. Out of a silver cup.
Out of a silver cup if you can get one.
Yeah.
And just breathe.
Yeah.
Right? Look at your life. There is no knight in a shining armor that is going to come and save you.
No, I hear this all the time.
Please
No one's coming to save
Stop
you.
the Bollywood film thing.
Yeah.
Stop looking at, films and
I do
stuff.
that.
Yeah, no, just stop.
Where is he? Is he on a horse?
Yeah. Nobody's going to come and save you. If you can't save yourself,
Yeah.
nobody's going to save you,
Yeah.
right? That's the first thing I tell everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody has gone through trauma. Everybody has, whether you admit it or not, that's a different story, right? Admit it to yourself.
Yeah.
Self-reflection is where people they go wrong there, basically, yeah? Nobody wants to say, okay, this is where I shouldn't have done that. This is what I need to work on.
Yeah.
Yeah, people think they're going to get a quick fix,
No.
right?
Yeah.
People think that life, if they quickly do a crash course in something, magic's going to start happening.
Yeah.
It doesn't work, Jazz. It doesn't work. You need to self-reflect.
Yeah.
And I say this to everybody now, right? So, Jazz, I'm going to say that in 10 years' time, right, where do you want to be?
Oh, in 10 years' time, I will be 20. No, I'll be 37.
Okay.
I'd want to be married.
Okay.
I want to have a few children.
Yeah.
I would like to have a business that fulfills me.
Great.
Multiple businesses that fulfill me. And yeah, a good relationship with everyone. I think I don't want to be that person that still needs to heal, because in 10 years' time, if I still need to heal, then I've not been doing the right thing.
And also you've wasted 10 years.
Yeah. I just want to be completely healed, and I want to tackle every difficult situation properly. Like, okay, this is a conflict. We can sit down. I don't need to give you silent treatment. I don't need to argue with you. There needs to be no defense. It just needs to be, these are my boundaries. Let's work through it.
Absolutely.
I just want peace, really. Yeah.
So then, now let's go back. Now we're at today.
Yeah.
And so we've got to work backwards from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying you want a few children and you want to get married and stuff.
Yeah.
And I give this advice to every girl out there that wants to get married, right? Heal first.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
Heal first.
Yeah.
Because if you don't heal, I'm sorry, you are going to attract idiots.
Tried and tested. Tried and tested.
You are going to attract idiots.
Yeah.
And because they've not healed and you're not healed, it's a disaster.
The blind leading the blind.
It's a blind leading the blind.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Right? Then guess what's going to happen? You are then going to make children from that energy, and they're going to be broken as well.
Yeah.
Where does it stop? Yeah. And I'll tell you where it stops. You self-heal first. You work on yourself first.
Yeah.
You think, okay, these are my problems. I've got anger issues. I can tell you a remedy for that.
Yeah.
Right?
Please do.
I haven't got confidence. I'll tell you a remedy for that.
Yeah.
I feel like this. I'll tell you a remedy for that. Do all that first and do it for a good 3 months.
Yeah.
Another thing where people go wrong, I think people have got more money than sense. So they pay me and I'll do a birth chart reading for them.
Yeah.
They'll do it really, really, optimistic, motivated for about a week or two. Then they stop. And I'm like, okay, what happened?
Consistency.
Oh, you know what? This happened. That happened.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. Can we have another reading? I say no.
No.
I said no.
Go back to the first
Yeah.
one.
I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to keep telling you the same stuff. If you're not disciplined to do it, there's no point. Save your money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go and I don't know, go out for a nice meal or do something, splash that money on yourself. That's going to make you feel good.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem nowadays.
100%.
People want quick fixes.
Oh, yeah. I've been that person. Discipline is so hard because I've noticed, like, I'll be fine, like, even with going to the gym, even with staying consistent on content creation. I'm like, I'm on that high, but it's when the days get low and you feel low, especially for women, like around the times of our cycles, everything goes wrong. And then it's like, I only feel good for like 1 or 2 weeks. And then the motivation, it's just hard to keep going. And I feel like that's what I've noticed over the year that I've been on a self-healing, self-love journey for about a year now. And every day it's like, what am I doing wrong? What can I do better? But one thing I've started doing is asking myself, what is this teaching me? Like, something's gone wrong and I'm like, what did that teach me? Instead of being like, before I'd be like, oh my God, this always happens to me. This is my life. Like this, I'm just going to accept it. And I think that's one thing that I've noticed a lot of my friends' family do as well. It's just like, yeah, I'm done now. I tried it for a week. It didn't work. And that was me. I tried gym for like a month or two. Didn't see anything. I wanted to magically lose 10 kilos in a month, which just didn't work. And I was like, oh, it's just not working. Whatever, I'll leave it. Until I started showing up every day. And even if I just walked to the gym, I actually walked to the gym once and did 15 minutes on a treadmill and walked out. The next day it was 20 minutes. The next day it was 40. Next thing you know, I've got this gym plan because I just kept showing up. And I feel like people just don't do that nowadays. Like everything's like, yeah, but I was supposed to lose weight in 6 weeks, but sometimes it doesn't take 6 weeks. Like for me, I've been losing weight since last June and it's been a slow but steady process because I've just kept showing up every day.
I think if you're going in the right direction and it's baby steps, that's great.
Yeah.
But I think where people go wrong is execution.
Yeah.
Where people go wrong is they know what they need to do, but you need to understand your why.
Yeah.
Soon as you've understood your why, I guarantee whatever your weight loss goal is or whatever your target is, I guarantee if you was to work with me, you'd hit it in 3 months. And the reason why you'd hit it in 3 months is, firstly, what I would get you to do is think of a time where you did feel the best.
Yeah.
Right? Then I want that on paper. So I want a photo printed and I want that opposite your bed. Because as soon as you get up out of bed, you'll see that picture.
Yeah.
People go wrong because it's out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? Yeah. So for me, I've lost over a stone.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Since last year, right? I have just shown, because when I started my astrology journey, I wasn't feeling very good and it was a lot bigger. But now I've lost a stone, over a stone, and I've done it because I looked back at a time when I did feel good.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to be 43 this year. So any girls that are in their 20s and 30s and saying they've not got time. So what you're saying to me is you've not got time for yourself.
Yeah, it's true.
So if you're not investing time and energy in yourself, why is anybody else going to be bothered with you?
It's so true. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't self-heal. You don't want to spend time on yourself. I've got 3 children. I'm running 3 businesses. Wow. And I'm going to be 43. So if I can do it, I'm sorry. Yeah. You need to stop looking at your TikTok videos and scrolling.
That's me. I have to. It's my job.
And stop your content creating. It's a different story. But I know people, they wake up in the morning.
I do it. It's time waste.
Yeah, it's time waste. You're wasting time. You're wasting your life.
Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah? So for me, I got that picture out where I did, felt amazing and looked good. Put it opposite my bed, and I don't get a chance to go to the gym as much as I used to. But what's wrong with home workouts?
Yeah, 100%.
What's wrong with that?
There's tons of home workouts.
If we in COVID,
they're so fun as well. Yeah.
If we in COVID, when the gyms were closed, I started my businesses in COVID. I can do that. Yeah. And you can do gym at home. What's the excuse? What's the problem?
Start stopping it.
So what's happening is people in their 30s and 40s start making excuses. Right? And then when they regret it? In their 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
Because then
it's too late,
it's
really.
too late.
Yeah. And
this is what I say to everybody. When you know why am I doing this?
Yeah.
What comes very easily? I'm sorry, 99% of the population's lost.
You can push it to 100. We're all lost.
Yeah, everyone's lost.
We're all lost.
I'm in the 1%. I know.
Yeah.
What I'm
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
everybody's lost.
It's so true.
Everybody's like,
how did we get so lost?
I tell you why we got so lost. Social media took over.
Oh, yeah.
Social media started painting this life
Yeah.
that, oh my God, look at my luxury cars.
Yeah.
And look at this.
Look how happy me and my boyfriend are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And, you know, and as soon as they put the phone down, they're probably arguing anyway.
We're arguing
Yeah.
before they took the picture.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, because I've done that. There's been times where like me and my friends have had an argument in the party that we're in, but we're like, let's get a picture. And we're all just like, yeah, whatever, just get the picture. Or like you've been with a partner, you've argued all day, you've gone out, you've hated the day, but you've posted pictures like, oh, and I used to think this, why is everyone else living such good lives and I'm living this terrible life where my partner doesn't love me, or me and my family are like this, or we had an argument before we went to a wedding, but everyone's going to these weddings and posting these pictures, and I was like, they're all lying. They're actually all lying, because now I know, being on social media, I'm lying all the time. Like, I make videos. I made a video about me trying this Dubai chocolate.
Yeah.
I did not buy that Dubai chocolate to eat to myself. I did it so I could snap it in front of the camera. It was all fake. It was all, you know, it was illustrated and orchestrated.
But unfortunately, the audience that we're trying to get the message to, they like that fake stuff.
That's even worse.
So that's even worse.
Yeah.
So like I've started making content now. So I'm doing content creating myself now.
Nice, yeah.
And over probably from tomorrow, I'll be rolling out reels.
Amazing.
And I'm going to be talking about science, energy and astrology. And every single person will relate to it.
Yeah, 100%.
Because they'll be like, oh, okay. So soon as we wake up, so Saturn is the discipline planet, which I was really, really bad at.
Yeah.
As soon as you wake up, you should be brushing your teeth. What do people do, Jazz?
Pick up the phone, scroll on TikTok.
Scrolling on TikTok. They waste
Bed
half an hour,
rotting.
45 minutes, but then they haven't got time for a 20-minute walk. They've got time for 45 minutes scrolling up and down, useless videos.
Yeah.
Save them, assuming and hoping that they'll do them one day.
Yeah, I've actually done that. I've woken up, I've been like, oh, let me check on my TikTok motivation videos. Oh, I need to do that.
Yeah.
I need to make this juice.
Yeah.
I need to do this. And then it was so funny, because I was rotting in bed watching a video about bed rotting and how bad it is. And I was just like, that's really bad, she says, as she pulls the cover over herself. And just, I was there for at least an hour 45. It's ridiculous.
As population, we're in denial.
Yeah.
We're so in denial. We think the grass is greener on the other side.
Yeah. The grass is greener where you water it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you think magic's going to happen,
it's not.
It's not going to happen.
No. Yeah.
You know, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So from my life experience, I have found the more you can look after your body, the more you can look after what you're putting in your body.
Yeah.
So the food you eat, the drinks,
Yeah.
right? So I'm going to say for about 6 months now, I've been drinking this water, which has just helped me shrink.
Amazing.
Right? And I want to share this with everybody. So you get water, you put a 4 or 5 centimetre ginger piece in there. So you peel it, dice it, chuck it in.
Yeah.
Fennel seeds and cinnamon bark.
Okay.
Just a couple of them.
Yeah.
Boil it, sieve it, and then you drink 1 glass in the morning on an empty stomach and 1 glass an hour before you go to bed.
Okay.
And you will find your stomach starts shrinking. Okay.
Purchasing all those things right
Yeah.
away.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and you start shrinking, and that's because each of those items is allocated to a planet.
Okay.
So you are putting wisdom inside you.
Yeah.
You are putting luxury inside you. And you are really helping your stomach to detox.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
So going back to, when you said the shoes and the entrance and things.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time when you walk into your entrance, that is the center of your house.
Yeah.
The center of you is your stomach. So if you are not looking after your stomach, that's where your energy is going to go off. So anybody that's listening to this podcast and they're saying, oh, we are always ill.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We are always down. We are always depressed. We feel like everything's just going wrong all the time.
Yeah.
It's not so much that, it's you internally.
Yeah, 100%.
Make this drink. Honestly, DM me to tell me it's worked.
Oh, well,
right?
I am going
honestly,
to, yeah.
I swear by this, and I have told so many people about it, and it's worked.
Yeah, because I've had a lot of stomach problems. Like,
Have you?
generally, I've had stomach ulcers twice.
Okay.
And just generally, I'm on a medication that I feel like I really do need to look after my gut health.
Yeah.
And I've noticed the more I look after my gut health, the clearer my skin gets. I'm just happier. And I do agree, but the stomach does need to go in.
The stomach
That's one thing that
is
never
one thing,
goes.
and you will see the people that have a 6-pack, they hardly get ill.
Yeah, because they're
Why?
healthy, yeah.
Or the people that have a flat stomach, you know, or toned, they don't get ill because the energy from your stomach is going everywhere else. So I used to have hay fever really bad. And for 20 years, I took hay fever tablets. And then since I got into astrology and I sorted all the energy out, I've stopped taking them.
That's amazing.
Hay fever.
It affects so many people nowadays.
But hay fever is your sinuses, is your headaches, is your throat, is your, you know, your sinuses, like I've said. So if you can sort out all of that, which I did do,
you can sort everything
hay fever stopped.
Yeah.
Has it stopped? Was it always there, or was it just my body? I was always going to be ill of some sort, so it would always turn into some form of a cold.
A cold, yeah.
So it works.
That's amazing.
So everybody should do a detox.
Okay.
And incorporate it into your diet. Yeah. Don't just do it for 7 days and lose a stone and think I'm done.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't work like that.
100%.
The faster it goes off, and like I said, I've lost a stone over a year. So it was half a pound one week, maybe a pound the other week. Sometimes I put it back on.
Yeah.
But then I'll get back to it. So I think everybody should do something that's going to serve them purpose. If you're not feeling good on the inside, you are not going to feel good on the outside. And please stop expecting everybody around you
to accommodate you. Yeah, it's very true. I know a lot of people that just are like, what's going wrong with my life? Yeah. All this is going wrong. Relationships are failing. Yeah. Family relationships failing. Yeah. No romantic relationships. With their job, with their career. You know, the businesses are just not picking up. Yeah. And I'm just like,
it's lack of love.
Have you looked at what you put in your body? Because it's all well and good. Like, this new thing is like sea moss, have it in the morning and have all these detoxes. But then you go out at night, you don't sleep, you're eating a lot of bad stuff, alcohol. It's just I've tried to cut everything out, but I've noticed a big difference. Since I stopped drinking alcohol in 2020, a big difference in my skin, generally my health, like my feminine health, generally like periods, everything's so much better. And now slowly I've started to cut out the unhealthy foods, drink more water, more fruit. I've actually fallen in love with fruit again because I'm obsessed with losing weight. Like, I want to be healthier, and I've seen it work. Since June, I have lost almost 17 kilos now.
That's amazing. Well done.
And thank you so much. And it was difficult because I was diagnosed with PCOS, which everybody knows is coming up now. It's becoming more prevalent. So I started going on medication for it, and the weight just came off, and suddenly everything was great. Lifted my mood, but I had to put in the work. Everyone just thinks, oh yeah, she's on medication. That's how she lost so much weight. Yeah, but I did a lot of work. It was really hard. And the days I just didn't want to do it, I just, like you said, you put up that picture. I may have made a vision board, and I've got everything on that vision board. I've got someone who's got the perfect physique that I'd want. Now, I don't want people to think that, oh, that's materialistic or that's really shallow. You've put up a picture of someone with a perfect body. It's motivation. I don't have to look like that, but she looks better than me right now. So it's motivating me to get from point A to B. Not saying everyone needs to look like that or everyone needs to be like this. And I've put really like little things on there. Like, I've put a bowl that's got loads of vitamins in it because I know I need to. My hair's been started falling out. My skin's not amazing. I get breakouts, cystic acne. I was like, I need to start taking my vitamins. I see that every day, and I go downstairs and I take my vitamins. Simple as that. Yeah. And just so many things, like putting pictures of where I want to go. I want to travel to Dubai, Amsterdam, all these places. Just makes you feel better because I'm working towards it now. Yeah. So I completely agree. Your environment has to be, you know, you are your environment. I think if you're just always a mess, like my room, when my room's a mess, my life's a mess.
100%. It's 100%, always going to be. And going back to the vision board, going back to what you said with somebody with And that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Because when you're looking at that person, you are not visualizing that person, you're visualizing you.
Yeah.
And so there's a difference.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I have a vision board. It's opposite my bed.
It's amazing.
Eventually I do want to open up a school
Oh, wow.
for underprivileged girls, in India. And I want to pay for their education.
Yeah.
I want to have my own cleaning business where we go out to different people's houses, especially the elders.
Yeah.
So going back to the mistakes that's made in their 20s and 30s and 40s, then they have to deal with it in 50s, 60s and 70s. They get ill.
Yeah.
Right? They haven't got the capacity to clean their own houses. So that's why I would love my own cleaning business.
Yeah.
And then I would have volunteers. And it's charity work.
Yeah.
You go and clean people's houses. Just let them get to that reset mode.
Yeah.
Let them refocus. We're going to get there one day as well.
Yeah. 100%.
I saw a picture on Insta the other day, and it was such a powerful picture. And it's just somebody really old looking in the mirror at their younger self.
Yeah.
I think people got to do it the other way around. You now
need to look
at
you.
yourself in the older version.
Yeah, there was a filter on TikTok where it would age you,
and I just look like my mom.
I look like my mom as well, exactly
like
my mom. And it brought me to tears because I just thought, I'll be there to look after my mom, but what if someone's not there to look after me? Yeah. Because it is
scary.
True, it is scary.
That's scary.
What if you don't know what's going to happen? What if I never have kids? What if nobody's there to look after me? And I've been to like old age homes and stuff to see relatives, and I just think, who's looking after you? Like, it's sad. It's sad to think. That's what kind of hit me. Like, I need to look after myself. I have to. Want to get to a point where I can look after myself, and I don't want to be a burden on anyone. But some people, as you said, they realize their mistakes too late. And I think that cleaning business is amazing because I've always wanted to do something charitable, but you just don't know where to start. Like with charities, you just aimlessly, in my opinion, I aimlessly give money to them and I don't even know where it's going. Do I know if it's going to them or, and it's different. Again, with me, I feel like charity for me is doing the work, not just giving the money. So I think that is such an amazing, amazing initiative.
With regards to giving money, I do get a lot of my clients, I say to them, do charity work.
Yeah.
I say do that and they hear, let's set up a direct debit for £25 a month.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm saying, that's not charity work.
No,
that's not
donations.
Charity. That's donation. So they say, well, we don't have the time. The biggest problem I get from everybody is we haven't got time.
Yeah.
So then I say,
it's an excuse.
Yeah. Right? So like I said, I've got 3 children, 3 businesses. I've got up at 4 or 5 in the morning sometimes to study. When the kids have gone to bed, I'm studying. Right? So why I'm doing it for my children.
Yeah.
I'm doing it because I want to give them the life that I never got. I'm giving them that life that they deserve.
Yeah.
And I deserve, and we all share. There's a difference.
I completely agree.
So when your why is a lot stronger than your what, trust me, you will get out of bed at 4.
Yeah, it's so true.
Right? You will get out of bed at 4. You will plan the night before what you're doing the following day.
Yeah.
You need to understand and when children are involved, they did not ask us to bring us into the world.
Yes, I say this all the time. Yeah.
We've brought them into the world.
You've got to look after them.
You can't shy away from that responsibility.
Yeah.
And parents out there that do, well, I'm sorry, you're going to get it really hard because when that child doesn't want to know you when they're older.
Yeah.
So you've not made time for them now, they're not going to make time for you.
Yeah.
Simple.
It's sad.
And it's a very hard pill to chew and swallow, but it's the truth. Yeah.
It is true.
So for me, you need to understand what are you doing and why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When it comes to, so when people say to me, we can't go gym, Pam, and then they're ill and they've taken a month off work.
Yeah. So
then I say, you've not got time for your health. Make time for illness.
Yeah, it's so true because when you don't rest, your body will just do it in the most inconvenient time and you're like, I should have just rested.
Yeah. People tend to burn themselves out.
Yeah.
They're running so fast. They're sprinting.
Yeah.
Life isn't a sprint. It's a marathon.
Yeah.
Right? Take your time.
Yeah.
And when you need to accelerate, go fast then. 100%. And that's normally 9 times out of 10 people stop when they can see the finishing line.
That's literally
because they're so tired.
You're so close though.
You're so close.
Yeah.
That isn't the time to slow down. That's the time to
really
sprint.
Now you need to be running.
Whatever you've got in you push yourself. You do it.
Yeah.
And I think energy is the be all and the end all of it, regardless of whether you believe in astrology.
Yeah.
Any other energy. The energy inside you is what you are taking.
Yeah.
So all my ladies out there that are listening and they are thinking of having a child and they're struggling with pregnancy or they're struggling to find a partner or they're struggling in their careers and stuff.
Yeah.
What's the energy like inside you first?
Yeah. Because that's just going to multiply.
It's multiplying. Yeah. Look in that mirror. And really, when I say look in that mirror.
Yeah.
What do you see? Yeah. And then look at yourself as an old person.
Yeah.
So let's twist it now. Look at yourself as an old person.
Yeah.
When I see myself as an old person, I see a very young-looking old person.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I'm not being old before I need to be old. Yeah,
100%.
I'm not doing
you
that.
look good.
Yeah, I want to look good. I want to feel good. I want my grandchildren running around me.
Yeah.
I want them fighting. I want to be like a referee between them. I want to sit them down and I want to make them understand why what they're doing is wrong.
Yeah.
I don't want to be shouting at them. You know, like our parents used to shout at us.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
And I used to do it with my children as well, up until the point where I thought, why are you shouting? So what people call trauma, I'm saying energy.
Yeah.
So we were brought up in an era, I'm an 80s child, so I was brought up in an era where, you know, when you did wrong, you just got blasted. You just got shouted at.
Yes.
You got smacked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have to laugh with my parents saying, you know, social services.
Yeah. Oh my God. We do the same. I should have called them.
Yeah.
You know, I would have called them.
And we were so scared to even say that because we knew we would get another beating.
Yeah.
So we can't say stuff
I'll give
like
you
that.
something to call them about.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. What you're going to call social? Should I give you the phone? You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I think it trickled into the 90s.
Yeah. So we just, we dare not say stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kids nowadays say, you can't smack us. You can't shout at us.
I went to school with a girl that actually did call the services multiple times. Yeah.
Wow.
That's guts.
Yeah. Because we're now in an era where it is spoken about and we shouldn't do it. But like my mum and dad had come from India. They only did to us what their parents did to them. And their parents did. So where does it stop?
Yeah. It stops
Where does it
when
stop?
we stop it.
We've got to uneducate ourselves first to say, okay, now... Why are you hitting? Why are you smacking? Why are you shouting?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes my son will say to me, the 12-year-old, Mum, why are you shouting?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's so true, actually. I could have said the same
sorry,
thing.
I shouldn't be shouting.
My nephews are the same. They're very little, but they're like,
yeah,
think.
They make you feel so dumb.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like,
yeah, and they're like, why?
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah. Here it comes. Yeah.
And to be fair, if you really want to manifest the life you want, be like a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Be like a 4-year-old. My 4-year-old thinks we're going on holiday, right? And it's like, Mummy, we're going on holiday. I'm like, yeah. Okay, then what am I going to pack? What am I going to wear?
Yeah.
I've let him carry on. He's manifesting that holiday. I will go. I know we will because he's manifesting it.
Yeah.
So that's why they say when you are a lot younger, and if you can embed that into your mind and body at that time, you will be fine.
Perfect. And finally, let's talk about this birth chart. I'm very excited.
Okay, cool. So, I did your birth chart.
Oh, my deepest, darkest secrets coming out.
Well, I don't think we should share them online, but anyway, that's another story. Okay, so I've looked at your birth chart.
Okay.
Very interesting. Okay, so I'm going to say a few stuff because obviously this is being aired and then we'll share the rest later. So your moon sign is Taurus.
Okay.
So when you're a Taurus, you love luxury.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
You're going to like to look good. You're going to love your clothes. Okay.
Yeah.
You love to wear makeup. You must have a good perfume collection.
I do.
Yeah, there you go. So Taurus people love
Love
to have good,
perfume.
Yeah. This is your year, Jazz.
Yes.
Right?
That's on my vision board.
So
that picture is on my vision board.
Yeah, this is your year. So anything you're going to touch this year will turn to gold.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, that's it. We'll take the microphones home. Sorry.
The microphone's coming this.
Yeah, because they're golden. Yeah. Okay, so this is your year. So whatever you are thinking, any doubt that comes into your head, own it. Just say, that's fine. I know it's my year. Yeah. You know, really just take it on board like a bull to say, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you really want things to go your way, you need to satisfy Venus.
Okay.
So Venus loves to empower women. And you've done it today.
Yes.
You have brought 2 powerful women on your podcast and we have spoken.
Yeah.
The more you're going to empower women, Venus is going to get super happy with you.
I've really felt that. I
Okay.
really have been surrounded by women that need to be empowered.
Okay.
And because I had a tough journey, I was like, well, you're not going through
Yeah.
it. I don't care what you
Amazing.
say, you're not going through it.
Amazing.
And I do feel like I have.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so open with what's happened to me and my problems, because I don't want to be that fake
Yeah.
sort of like, yeah, my life's so perfect. I
Yeah.
wake up and like I've got silk pajamas. I really don't.
Yeah.
I probably do have that ripped t-shirt that we're painting with.
You better get rid of it after today.
It's going in the bin.
So the
but
fact
yeah.
that, so you should invest in self-care.
Okay.
That's your number one goal.
Mm.
Okay. So no more excuses, right? Not that I'm saying you made them, but no,
I'll tell you.
No more
Yeah.
excuses. No more, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, I'll do it tomorrow.
Oh my God. I've
do
been
it
saying
tomorrow.
that about my hair care routine.
No.
I'll just do it tomorrow night. It's fine.
Yeah. So like, I don't get a chance. Like, I dye my hair. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm 42. You know, you get the odd grey and stuff. I don't want grey hair.
Yeah.
So I might not go to the hairdressers, but I'll get a box dye. So who cares? I don't
Mine's a box
care.
dye as well.
Yeah, I don't care. So, but I'll still make time for it. So your day to do all this, it would be a Friday.
Okay.
So on a Friday, you dye that hair, right? On a Friday, I say this
Yeah.
to all my ladies, go and get your grooming sessions done. So whether it's your waxing, your threading, your nails,
Yeah.
go on a Friday.
I actually did.
Did you?
Valentine's Day was Friday, wasn't
Yes,
it?
it was.
I got my nails done.
Yeah.
I had a pedicure.
Yeah. So Friday. So that's one
Nice.
advice I'm going to give you.
Okay.
You are very emotional when it comes to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your partner.
Well.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, but your partner will be very good looking.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
But you'll also be very emotional when it comes to your marriage.
Oh God.
So,
Okay.
goes back to the self-healing. Sort yourself out now.
Yeah.
So now that I know this, there's no point me telling you this when you've got 3 kids and a partner and you like, well, I already know that.
Yeah,
I already know I'm going to be
that.
emotional. I'm saying self-heal now.
Yeah.
So you're in control of that emotion. Right?
Yeah.
So that's that. Money-wise, do you want to know where your money's sitting?
Let's go.
Okay. So your money is sitting in doing online things.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah. So
I
your money.
just knew it.
So your money
Yeah.
lord is sitting in Cancer in the 3rd house. So do you remember I said to you, 3rd house is siblings as well, though.
Yeah. My brother's a Cancer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
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 So you're going to have a motherly nature. You're going to look after whoever comes on your podcast. You're going to look after them, from a very caring point because Cancer's sitting there. Remember, Cancer's your mom.
Yeah.
Okay. You are also going to get aggressive in this house as well.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So God help the editors.
Sorry.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you're going to say, no, I said I want this. You're going to do their heading.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll
I
tell them.
already have
I'll
done
have
the
you-
heading.
I'll tell them.
Can you buy me this prop for
Yeah.
like 5 minutes?
Yeah, I'll tell Carla Remedy how to cope with you.
Yeah.
So, right. So you're going to be very aggressive in this house. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because Mars is the planet of aggression. So Mars in a 3rd house is not a good house because it's a hardworking house.
Yeah.
It's your siblings. And like I said to you, 9 times out of 10, we don't get on with our siblings. But because you've got Mars sitting
Love you.
there. Yeah.
I'm going to watch this.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
because Mars is sitting there, you're going to be quite aggressive.
Yeah.
So Mars is not known as a good planet because it's anger. But if it's in a hardworking house, you're going to do really well. So
okay.
you will do really, really well. So your money is sitting in talking. So can you see I've linked it?
Yeah.
So you're getting aggressive
Yeah.
in doing online with Venus. Venus is your sign.
Yeah.
Empowering women.
Okay.
So I would say, I don't know who your guests are going to be, but if you was to choose a ratio, have more women than guys.
Okay.
Because you are then empowering women.
Yeah.
You are then talking about stuff. You're being aggressive about it. So you're going to be aggressive in the sense that you are quite passionate about it.
Yeah.
You're going to make sure people are listening to what you are saying. Even if they want to switch off.
So passionate about empowering women.
Yeah. And that's because your Mars is sitting there.
Lovely.
The other thing I'm going to tell you is your Jupiter's time period has now started. And you're going to say, what does that mean? It means Jupiter is sitting in your desires house.
Okay.
So your desires will now get fulfilled. You will also get married from any time from now till 2037. And after this podcast, I will tell you the month and year as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because I couldn't tell that far.
Okay.
So if you're looking to get married, I don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
You, or whether you're looking right now or maybe the window has now opened.
Okay.
You will find your spouse.
Okay.
Okay. And Jupiter is also looking at your 3rd house, which means, so Jupiter is divine blessing,
Yeah.
right? Will help you. So even, at that last minute when you think you're about to give up,
Yeah.
Jupiter's going to take you and say, get up. I don't know if you've had those feelings.
Yeah.
Right?
Just about to give up. You're like, yeah, I'll just U-turn straight around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from about 2022, so over the last 2 years, Jupiter kicked in.
Yeah.
Okay. And Jupiter will really help you make things successful.
Yeah.
Trust him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jupiter is also looking at your happiness house and your marriage house.
Okay.
So Jupiter will help you. And that's like a mini version of your
That's amazing. That resonates, and it sounds
yeah, would you say it's true?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. That's amazing. Well, thank you so much, Pam, for coming on my podcast. I hope you have enjoyed talking today.
I've loved it.
And just let the community know how they can contact you.
So I have a Instagram account called Healing Energy. It's Healing Energy 3. So healing_energy_3.
Yeah.
And if they want any birth chart readings, all my feedback's on there. Please read my feedback first.
Yeah.
Because I think it's very important for whoever's going to get a birth chart, what are they going to get out of it?
Yeah.
A lot of people that had birth charts readings done maybe a year ago or 6 months ago, I always reconnect with them, say, how's it going?
Yeah.
They send me their they send me how well it's done, like a review, and then I've put it on there. So read that and just you can DM me and I can tell you how you can go about getting a birth chart reading.
Okay.
But thank you for having me on as well.
You are most welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So thank you guys for watching another episode of All That Jazz Podcast. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back next week with another episode. Lights, camera, and all that jazz.